What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I wanted to tell you about the absolute cheapest way that I found to build a wooden raised bed. So I have my son here, Aiden, with me to help me build this bed for you guys. But before we start, I wanted to just tell you that I did have these type of raised beds back in my old place for 4 years, and the only reason I took them out is because we were going to sell that place, and so I wanted to turn the backyard back into a yard because they said it would sell faster rather if it was a garden. So I took these beds out, but not because they broke or anything like that. I know this type of bed isn't going to be for everybody, but if you are looking just to contain your soil and looking for wood inside raised beds and you don't have logs like I've built these out of, then this will be perfectly for you. The first thing that you'll need to do is take a trip to your local Home Depot. That's where I got these from. I've also seen them at other hardware stores, not Lowe's, but other ones like Ace Hardware. I don't know what you have around you, but it doesn't hurt, but it doesn't hurt to go and try. So what I have here are these dogwood picket fences, and they are 6 foot each. And I just cut this one in half for the video to show you how to build this. I was able to purchase these for 70% off at my local Home Depot. They have a section where lumber that has a crack in it or bent or anything like that, any kind of imperfection, crooked, is 70% off. And so that's where I found these. They are there all the time. This particular time that I went and picked them up, I was able to pick up 40 at one time. And like I said, I previously used these in my old raised bed garden. I will insert a picture because I do have one, what it looked like before, what it looked like as we were building this, and then what it looked like as I started planting stuff in it, and I will insert that picture. One thing that I will say is that when I was building my other raised bed years ago, raised bed garden, they also had 8-foot picket fences on 70% off. This previous time, or this year that I've been going and looking for this type of wood, I have not seen any 8-foot I have not seen any 8-foot picket fences. They've only had 6-foot, so this bed will be 3 by 6 feet, and all my beds will be 3 by 6 feet. I was able to get these beds for these picket fences for about, I think it was 59 cents each, which makes this 3 by 6 bed, if you do maybe 60 cents times 3, because that's what you would need, 2 long ones and then a long one cut in half, would make it about $1.80. As you can see right here, this is not completely straight and it has chips and stuff like that, and so that's why these were marked down. When I flip it to this side, you can, I guess, see better. But these are 6 inches high, so that means your raised bed will be 6 inches high. If you want a raised bed higher, then you could double this and it would still cost you less than $5. I did want to just say that if you had scrap pieces of lumber and you wanted to secure it even more and butt it up against here and drill into that instead of just the opposite wood because you want to make it more sturdy, that you totally could. I do have scrap pieces of lumber around here, but for this video I just wanted to show you how to build it like this because that is how I built it in my last raised bed garden. I did not have braced sides, and like I said, it lasted for 4 years and it did well and produced lots of fruit and vegetables. I also wanted to say that, so when you go to the store, a lot of these might be almost broken in half, like they might have a split down the middle of one side and stuff like that. I still buy those because for 59 cents, you can't beat it. You can still cut it in half and use the not broken half because it's usually not broken all the way. I've never seen one broken all the way completely in half. It's usually maybe like halfway or a third of a way. But you can still use that one side if you cut it in half, the non-broken side. And so I still go ahead and buy those because it's worth it for me. And so I do want to tell you not to be afraid of the ones that are cracked or broken or bent, because you can still utilize them. Now that we got all that information out the way, I'm going to have my son assemble it for us. Okay, so since this is a picket fence, then you are going to have one that has a curve, but what he did was line it up with this other board and drill 2 holes on this side, and then he did the same thing over here, 2 nails connected to this side. And so since the long boards are picket fences as well, what I did was I'm going to have one of the not straight ends facing this way, and then on that side it is straight, but then when you come down here, the other would be, so you have one on the left and then one on the right, but on the opposite end. So now he's just going to go ahead and screw in these sides. This is a 3 by 6 foot bed, so it will be 18 square feet. So just go over it. We got 3 boards at 59 cents each. Cut 1 board in half at 3 feet. Connected them with 2 screws on each end. Also to note that I placed them on inside of the bed so that when dirt is pushing out, that it would be harder to pop this out instead of screwing it right here and then the soil pushing this out. Then down here, same thing. We have straight to straight end, and then we have a picket to a straight end. You just want to make sure that your picket to straight end is different on each side, if that makes sense. And there you have it, all done. Your first raised garden bed. It is 3 by 6 feet. It will cost you less than $2. It will last more than 4 years because I had them previous, so I know it works, and I am using it again in my garden, so you'll get to see my new garden area again. So let me know if you guys were able to build this bed and if you were able to get any of those discounts at your local Home Depot or hardware store. And I hope this video was very helpful for you, especially with wood prices at the moment, and this being so cheap, a cheap alternative, especially if you can't get free logs or anything like that. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank Aiden for building this bed for me. I have lots more beds to build, and so I'm gonna get to it, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.